William Heher.
I'm Mandy Lee.
I'm Etienne Bowler.
And we are Misterwives. We just released our first EP ever, and it was out on iTunes. The EP is called Reflections.
Yeah, I mean, the EP started a long time ago, but it started in our bedroom. We would start recording and making demos, and then
we were all working day jobs at the time, so we decided it'd be a good idea to move in together and work. You know, after we would come home, we would start working on the music, start working on the demos, and then it kind of just accelerated from there. Started playing.
We turned in one of the rooms in our apartment into a studio, so we'd just make music all the time and not see a lot of sunlight and get a lot of noise complaints from our neighbors. And we would just demo a bunch of songs, and then finally we had a piece of music where it seemed like it was a proper introduction to the band, and, you know, release that as a body of work, an introduction of Misterwives to everybody. I mean, we all grew up in New York, so we played a lot of venues that have been in New York forever, like Arlene's Grocery and, you know, places like that on the Lower East Side. And it started off as all our friends and family, and slowly the, you know, audience started to build, and it'd be a bunch of New York natives who started gravitating towards our music, and then we went on tour, and that expanded. But we've definitely started out here and have played our rounds at many different venues multiple times, and it's cool to see it grow. It was our first time at CMJ, and we got off our first tour, and we played Bowery Ballroom, actually, the last night of our tour, had a sold-out show, and that was pretty memorable, considering if you grow up in New York, Bowery Ballroom is like the place you want to play, and it's like, oh, you know, put up there, so that was a pretty memorable place to get to.
Oh, definitely.
yeah, that probably was our favorite show, or at least my favorite show to date.
Yeah, it's fun. I can't dance for my life, but it's, you know.
You can dance.
Yeah, Etienne and I can
do a lot of this.
I made up this phrase that goes, if you can walk, you can dance.
Oh my God. Can you edit that out? The song Reflections means different things than what the album means, Reflections, because I think the EP is a good reflection of where we've been for the past year, but that song is just about, you know, heartbreak and not getting to be with someone you want to be with, and a reflection of that, and it was fun.
Reflections was actually recorded like 4 times.
Yeah.
So we went with the 4th version.
With frequency.
Definitely one of my favorite songs.
It wasn't mine for a while because we just kept recording it so many times and like didn't quite capture what I was hearing, and finally for the 4th one it definitely exceeded my expectations of what I wanted the song to be and what we created it to be. For me personally, I mean, I was born and raised on Aretha Franklin and all those like Motown divas, and it's fun to try to channel that into your body when you're on stage. But as a band, I mean, No Doubt is just such a high energy band who all played instruments and are pretty inspiring to what kind of music we're making now, and that's definitely a band we look up to.
Walk the Moon.
Walk the Moon, too. Yeah. We just discovered them last year. We played a show with them not knowing who they were, and once again fell in love with them and like haven't stopped listening to their music, but they just put on such an amazing live show, and
very cohesive live set. You know. We got to see them again in the summer, so at Terminal 5 put on a hell of a show.
Waitressing?
I don't think Mandy could be doing anything else. I think if she wasn't doing this, she would still be doing it.
No, I'd be doing music forever.
Yeah.
Or cooking. I
Cooking,
do love
that's true.
to cook, but
she's also an amazing cook, yes.
I used to work in an investment bank not too far from here. So
big nerd alert.
That's big nerd. So
still is. He got a 1600 on his SATs.
Yeah.
Sorry, well, but he did.
That's great. But yeah, so I would be doing that. Instead, we're getting to see the country and play with my best friend. So they didn't come on those tours, but we will be. JK guys, JK guys. Totally joking.
We are Misterwives, and look for us at Last.fm.